Let's jump into the time machine and check out the Google Pixel 2 XL in 2024. This bad boy is a classic that set the stage for the awesome camera tech we have got today. I gave it a go for a day and here's what I found. Stick with me and let's get started. The design of this phone is like a blast from the past. It was Google's first crack at the dual tone finish game. And let me tell you, it became the trademark look for years to come. Checking out this phone in 2024, it still rocks that premium vibe, all thanks to its top-notch build quality. Flip it over and you have got this killer combo of glass and metal that made the Pixel stand out in the crowd back in the day, giving it that one-of-a-kind identity. On the front, you are looking at a 6-inch OLED display with Quad HD resolution, packing a high density of 538 for those sharp, detailed visuals. Even by today's standards, this display still holds up, delivering crisp and sharp images. Out of the box, the screen colors might seem a bit muted, but fear not. There's a nifty setting in the menu that lets you switch to the boosted mode, which cranks up the saturation levels. And with that, suddenly your content pops, making for a visually pleasing experience, especially with the absence of a notch and those front-firing speakers. When you are inside, this screen looks great and shows stuff really well, but when you go outside, it's not as bright as you would think. If we go back to 2017, I wonder what people thought about it then. But compared to today's screens, it's not super bright. It's still okay in the sun, but not the best for using outside. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the rear camera. This was the phone that showcased the magic of photography to the world by emphasizing its exceptional camera performance. It has a 12 megapixels camera with optical image stabilization and a wider f1.8 aperture for improved low light capabilities. This camera was really impressive then and remains highly competitive today. Now on paper, these specs might not seem groundbreaking as there wasn't much here that we hadn't seen before. However, where Google truly shines is in its software and post-processing magic applied after the shot is taken. The captured photos boast incredible detail, from distant facial expressions to intricate flower petals, setting a standard that holds up even today. While many premium phones in 2017 delivered excellent shots in sunny conditions, the Pixel 2 XL turned heads with its night sight mode, excelling in less than ideal lighting. Low-light photos from this device are not only bright with good exposure, but also manage to capture good colors and shadows. The inclusion of optical image stabilization and wider aperture f1.8 play crucial roles in achieving those results. The f1.8 lens is particularly effective in naturally blurring backgrounds and macro shots, but the dedicated portrait mode takes it a step further. It performs well with both the front and rear cameras, though it may encounter challenges in accurately blurring around here. Shifting our focus to videography, the Pixel 2 XL showcases another strength. The camera employs both optical and electronic stabilization to ensure smooth footage even in dynamic conditions. While it supports recording up to 4K at 30 frames per second, opting for 1080p at 60 fps is recommended for scenarios with significant motion. As per my experience, I would say as per 2017 standards, this video is really good. But yes, there is occasional jankiness involved in it, like in every other Android device videos. Now let's chat about the look and feel of this phone. The front glass has a bit of a curve, giving it that fancy premium vibe and making back gestures a breeze. However, the speakers are just your run-of-the-mill ones. Not amazing, not terrible. Down at the bottom, it's all about the USB Type-C port, keeping things up to date. And over on the left, we have got a solar SIM tray doing its thing. On top, there is a second microphone. And on the right, we have got the power and volume buttons. They're responsive, but not gonna lie, they lack the satisfying clickiness you find in your phones. Now spin it around to the back, and you will find a trusty fingerprint sensor, quick and reliable, with a cool bonus of using it for gesture to navigate menus. The phone rocks an aluminum and glass back with an aluminum frame, hitting that sweet spot at 175 grams for a premium feel. This phone is a bit on the larger side, making one-handed use a bit of a stretch, but that metallic back smooth as a butter and gets no fingerprint smudges unlike those glass-backed phones. And since the back is all aluminum, there's no wireless charging to be found. So gotta charge it the old school way. Now let's dig into the powerhouse of this device. It has a Snapdragon 835 processor paired with an Adreno 540 GPU, making a gaming breeze. PUBG, Asphalt, COD, you name it, and it handles them with ease. The gameplay is smooth and the performance is pretty darn good. Sure, it warms up a bit and the battery takes a hit, but nothing too crazy. The battery itself is a 3520 mAh cell, supporting only 10 watts charging, which was not right even as per 2017 standards. The battery backup is also in that middle ground. Not fantastic, but not terrible either. It can easily last throughout the day with regular use of apps, camera, and content watching. Talking about the selfies, it has an 8 megapixels front camera, and it captures selfies and videos that still hold up surprisingly well today. The level of detail in those selfies is mind-blowing. Now onto the software scene. Unfortunately, Google pulled the plug on updates after Android 11. So unless you are diving into the custom ROM territory like Lineage OS, you are stuck with Android 11. Now, taking a trip down memory lane in 2024, this phone hits you with a wave of nostalgia. It was a beast back in its prime and played a crucial role in shaping modern smartphone photography. Good times, good memories. Okay guys, that's a wrap for today. Catch you in the next one.